Fáilte Rove, Golair and Acht. Delighted you can join us here tonight at Connollys of Moy for the Tyrone Junior, Intermediate and Senior Championship draws. Before we get into the draws, I want to welcome first our sponsor, the man himself, Vivian Connolly of Connollys of Moy.
Thank you, Raymond, and good evening. It's a pleasure to be here tonight representing Connollys of Moy for the official draw of the Tyrone GAA Championship. For the past 3 years, we've been incredibly proud to serve as the main sponsors of both the football and hurling championships. It has been a great privilege for us to be part of these championships. I am delighted and very happy to confirm that we have renewed our sponsorship of the championship for another 3 years. This commitment is something we take great pride in. Supporting Tyrone GAA is our way of giving back and investing in something that matters so much to all of us. Tonight's draw sets the stage for another exciting season. We wish every club, every player and every management team the very best of luck. Thank you to the County Board, the volunteers and everyone who works so hard to make these championships possible. And now, let the draw begin. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivian. So we'll be starting tonight with the Junior Championship draw. Can I welcome our County Chairman, Martin Sludden, and Vivian, who will do the draw. So the Tyrone Championship, as always, stays the same, straight knockout, and similar to last year, we will have a draw after each round is complete. So we're going to start with the Junior Championship. This year we have 19 clubs. I think it's a record number for the Junior Championship in Tyrone. The way it will work is the first 3 fixtures out will be preliminary round fixtures. So I will ask Martin to draw the first team, Vivian to draw the second. When we have the 3 fixtures out, we will then put in preliminary round 1 or 1, preliminary round 1 or 2, preliminary round 1 or 3, and proceed with the 16 team draw. So without further ado, we'll start here. So I'll ask Martin to draw the first team. And the first team out is Fintna. Fintna, who won the Junior Championship in 2023. And Fintna will play in, this will be preliminary round fixture 1. Fintna will play Orney. Orney, who last won the Junior Championship in 2002. The one is Stewartstown, of course winners in 2022 and went all the way to the All-Ireland final that year. And Stewartstown in the preliminary round 2 fixture will play Strabane. So that's the second preliminary round game. Now third one, we have Eskra, winners of the junior title way back in 2003, and Eskra will be playing Áhar. Áhar, of course, he won it in 2008, and this year celebrate 50 years since they won their first senior championship in 76. So if we now add the 3 preliminary round winners and we give them a bit of a shake and proceed with the draw. We have Derry Tresk, just up from 3A and won this title in 2011. And Derry Tresk will play Killyman, they're near neighbours, who won the junior title in 2010. 4-time winners in the past. Glenelly hoping to win their first title this year, and Glenelly will play Castlederg, another local derby as such. Brackenville, 4-time winners, last won it in 2015. And Brackenville will play Tatty Ray. So Taddy Ray, who won it of course in 2017 and went on to win intermediate the following year in 2018. Clonagale, 1996, the last time Clonagale picked up the title. Clonagale will play Braca. Braca, 40 years ago Braca won it in 1986. So Donaghmore thirds. Donaghmore thirds. And Donaghmore thirds will play Drumragh. Drumragh, of course, were beaten finalists last year and last won the junior title in 1999. Ergilkieran thirds. We went to a replay after the first round last year. And they will play Cookstown thirds. So a battle of the thirds. This is Cookstown's first year in junior football with a thirds team. So that's Errigal thirds and Cookstown thirds. Preliminary round 1 or 2. And they will play Omagh thirds. Second year that Omagh thirds will be participating in the junior championship. Preliminary round 1 or 3. Preliminary round 1 or 3 will play preliminary round 1 or 1. And that concludes the draw for the junior championship. So we do have some local derbies there, and as always, every championship draw in Tyrone always has a bit of spice with the straight knockout nature. So that was for the Pat Darcy Cup. We move on now to the Connollys of Moy Intermediate Championship draw for the Paddy Cullen Cup. And I'll ask Martin to come the first team out. And the first team out is Ahiyarn. Ahiyarn, who won the title way back in 1987. And Ahiyarn will play the Moy. We're not too far from the Moy, and Moy, of course, have been runners-up, but won this in 2017 and won an All-Ireland title as well. Cookstown just up from Division 3, and of course won All-Ireland titles in 10 and 13. And they will play Drumquin. Drumquin, who won a title back in 1994. Greencastle, always a tough championship team, and Greencastle will play Berra. Berra, who won the title in 2000. So that's Greencastle Berra. And we have Clogher, of course, who won the junior title last year and went all the way to an All-Ireland final. And Clogher will play Pomroy. Pomroy have won this intermediate title on 5 occasions, and the last time in 2016, and they also went on to win Ulster. The Rock. So the men from the Rock, not far from here either. And the Rock will play Kildress. Kildress last won an intermediate title in 2011. Gorchin, back down to intermediate this year, and Gorchin, of course, were winners in 2003 of the intermediate title. And Gorchin will play Naomh Owen. That's Gorchin v Naomh Owen, a local derby as well in the intermediate. Owen Rose, 1970 winners. And Owen Rose will play Ahalou, who won it in 2005 for the second time. Killishall, 1940 years ago, 1986 winners. And Killishall will play Derry Laughlin, of course, who were champions in 2024. So that completes the draw for the Connollys of Moy Intermediate Championship. And we move on now to the one for the O'Neill Cup, the Connollys of Moy Senior Championship. We'll give them a shuffle there. Of course, Loch McCrory, first time winners last year. We'll be keen to see who they defend these. And the first out of the hat is Loch McCrory, the defending champions. And as I say, first time winners last year, and they will play Dungannon. So Loch McCurry versus Dungannon. Dungannon, of course, he won it in 2020. Colayland, back up to seniors this year, last won it in 2018. And they will play Clonaux. There's no more local derby than Colayland versus Clonaux. Clonaux, of course, he done the double in intermediate last year. Killyclogher, 2016 winners for the second time, and Killyclogher will play Errigal Kieran. So Killyclogher versus Errigal. Errigal, of course, he won the title in 2024 and went all the way to an All-Ireland final. Omagh, St Enda's, champions in 2017, their most recent victory, and they will play Muirtown. Muirtown, of course, who won the title in 1992. Trillick, last year's beaten finalists, last won it in 2023, and Trillick will play Galway. And there's a few times that Trillick and Galway have met in first rounds in the recent past. This one is Eden Dork. So Eden Dork, they're looking to win a first title, and they will play Arboe. Arboe, who have won the title 7 times, the last time in 1998. We have Eglish. Way back in 1970, Eglish won their senior championship, and of course Eglish had come up and were involved in that very exciting intermediate game last year with Colayland. Eglish will play Donaghmore. So Eglish versus Donaghmore. Both clubs with tremendous youth coming through their ranks. Carrickmore, the 15-time winner and the last team to do back-to-back in Tyrone in 04 and 05. And Carrickmore will play Dromore. Another tantalising battle, and teams that have met and know each other fairly well. So that concludes the draws for the championship. The CCC will advise of dates and venues, obviously closer to the time. I think yet again, all 3 junior, intermediate and senior have thrown up some tantalising battles, and we look forward to them as we get closer to championship time. I want to thank everybody for their help here tonight. The CCC, to Vivian, our main sponsor, and who's hosted us here tonight as well, to our county chairman, and also to Mac AV for broadcasting this. As I said, the Tyrone Championship, straight knockout, the same format, and we have a draw after each round. So after the first rounds, we'll draw again. So, Gora Moy Agat, and enjoy the rest of your evening.